topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives. I'm Debbie, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health issues and create a custom, natural, holistic strategy to address them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. Simply, I make your body more efficient by reducing symptoms. You'll feel better, be more productive, and enjoy life a lot more. And I am excited to announce that I'm going to be part of a leadership week for the LA Tribune. And, you know, it starts on May 1st, which was yesterday, and it goes to May 7th. And the Athena Circle actually has a panel on Sunday, May 5th at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be such an exciting time. And if you want more information on it, then you need to register for it at https://www.laleadershipweek.com. Again, that is laleadershipweek.com. And I'll see you there. Now, you know, May is a month for metamorphosis, and spring has sprung, and our world is changing and we're seeing baby animals, blooming plants, and changes in ourselves. It is May is a time when we celebrate Mother's Day, and women illustrate a change because they can conceive and give birth. It's a form of metamorphosis, and men can't do this. Also, we have graduations and weddings on the horizon. Now, everyone thinks about metamorphosis of butterflies. And there are the egg stage, and then the larva, and then the pupa, and then the adult butterfly. Plants also have a metamorphosis. They start with seeds, germination, seedling, and a mature plant. And we change in life stages. And it's important to do more than strive, but thrive. And for a plant to do more than strive and thrive, you can check out my blog post, Time to Renew Your Garden Naturally, with no pesticides, by clicking on my blog post on my button on my link tree, which is https://www.debi, DEBI, changes, CHANGS, lives, LIVES.com. /link tree, all in lowercase. Life stages is part of the human life, and it is our metamorphosis. We morph from infant, toddler, child, teenager, young adult, adults with careers, marriage, having a family, empty nesters, retirement, to senior life. Each one of these stages, we change physically, and we have different goals, pursuits, and needs. In every stage, we have a learning experience, and we're meant to grow. As a certified holistic health coach, I guide people to a clean, toxic-free diet, which is on the next slide, and 90 essential nutrients. My coaching covers weight release, as well as health coaching and mindset and emotional coaching. So I not only help you to strive, but I also help you to thrive. Now, infants obviously need a lot of attention and care. And in the first year, we definitely see them change a lot. We want a healthy, happy baby. And because of the rapid growth, they need the best food. Mom's breast milk is the best nutrition for them. And they'll be getting healthy bacteria from mom and other nutrients, especially if the mom is eating a clean, toxic-free diet. A clean diet is crucial, and that is gluten-free and has no GMOs and has organic produce and clean proteins. I highly recommend when you're breastfeeding for the moms to take 90 essential nutrients if you're not doing it already, because you pass it on to your baby. You can actually take it when you're pregnant too, because they'll get it prenatally. Remember, our produce and our meats are not complete. They have declined 80%. So supplementation is a necessity, which I have mentioned in the past. If you cannot breastfeed your baby, make sure that you have a good, healthy baby formula, which is on the next slide, with no additives. I guess we missed a slide. No additives, selenium, and vitamins. Nutrients, or maybe I read it wrong, I'm sorry. No, you're right, go back. And baby needs what the nutrients the baby needs. Selenium helps with crib death to prevent it. And Dr. Joe Wallach actually fought the FDA and won to get selenium in infant formula. Just remember, formula-fed babies may be prone to immunity issues because of the lack of mom's breast milk. Mom's breast milk does pass down the mom's antibodies to their baby. And there is a solution to fortify the formula for formula-fed babies, and that is Kids Toddy. And you want to do very small dosages because it is based on weight. And, you know, it's up to you if you want to do it right away. But at least at 3 or 4 months, if you have issues, and you really should start doing it by 6 months. If the infant has indigestion or reflux, one thing they can try is root beer belly. What you do is you open a packet of root beer belly, you wet your finger, put it in the powder, just a small amount of it, and let them suck it off your finger. That little amount will help them. With both these solutions, you need to contact me for guidance and for your situation on my consultation button of my link tree. When you switch to soft foods, I highly recommend that you cook them yourselves by using GMO-free organic produce and make sure it's gluten-free. And that means no oatmeal because gluten has a form of oatmeal in it. And if it starts meats, you got to make sure they're soft. Eggs are perfect. All meats need to come from clean sources such as grass-fed beef, pasture-raised chicken, and eggs. Make sure they're cooked and no raw meat. And right now, no fish because of bones. Later on, when he's older, you can actually introduce wild-caught salmon if you want to. That's a clean fish protein. All children, no matter their age, need praise, hugs, smiles, and laughter. Human touch is so important for babies, and celebrating them with everything they do puts a smile on their face and puts them in a happy mindset. Babies love music. They love clapping. And you need to read to them. That's how they learn language. Look at the page, have them look at the pages. And that's why hardboard books are great. They will relax as you rock them to sleep, as you read to them. All this will stimulate their brain too. And when toddlers come around, when they reach the toddler's age, you want that diet to still be a gluten-free, clean, toxic-free foods. That is GMO-free, organic produce, and clean proteins. At the age of 1, they need supplementation because they're very active. And as I stated earlier, Kids Toddy is a great solution for them based on their weight. It will fill the gaps the foods leave open. That's why infants need it too. And toddlers can also use Kids Sprinkles, which has vitamins and minerals and probiotics in a sprinkle form. Of course, root beer belly is also in a sprinkle form too, and that's the probiotic. It's really important to contact me for guidance on my consultation button of my link tree. Toddlers obviously are more independent and get into mischief. You need to pay attention to them more than babies or infants. And it's important not to yell unless it's an emergency and they're running into the street. But you don't want to yell and say no. And I know that's hard to do. All you do is redirect them into something else. If they have a tantrum, let them blow off their steam. This is a way they're getting attention in a negative way. Once they calm down, then praise them and give them a hug so that it assures them that you love them. I just want you to be aware that some tantrums could be food related. So you need to pay attention to that and see what the last meal was. Continue reading to your toddler. You want to go to the next slide. They want interactive books where they can push buttons and there's dials and things like that. Great books on learning and the alphabet and numbers with songs can encourage them. That will help them speak more because they're going to be singing along with the songs. They love touching things, carrying and playing with toys. Fisher-Price Little People is fantastic. And also they will be touching other objects. Pay attention. You want to get them a magnetic set of numbers and letters. I was surprised at the age of 2, my son spelled the word Jeep. Anyways, toddlers love tactical activities like crafts and feeling different textures. And possibly from age 2 to 4, you may want to try preschool because that is structured for socialization. But if you are in play groups, you can do that too. Socialization is very important. And when kids are ready to go to school, especially elementary school, nutrition is really important. Continue with that gluten-free, clean foods with GMO-free, organic produce and clean proteins. And you can be using kids' toddy up to the age of 12 based on weight. Being gluten-free is going to be so easy for these kiddos because they're used to it. The hardest thing is keeping sugar and additives out of their diet, especially at school. So you want to pack a lunch and send it with them. So you want meats that don't have preservatives, and you want snacks from organic produce like grapes, apples, tangerines, and carrot sticks. Children up to teens have full adventures in schooling, and especially elementary school and middle school. Not only is that a great socialization, they're learning new concepts such as language, writing, math, science, history, music, which really helps students' brain, gives them good math skills, and projects that have to do with crafts. I know that some kids are homeschooled. They have a different experience depending on where they live. Some are involved with farm animals. Pick a program that offers interaction with other kids for socialization. And at this age, children really rely on their parents to take them everywhere to activities. Give your children a full range of activities to see what works for them. All these activities could be stepping stones to what they will do in high school. Celebrate every accomplishment in school and activities, no matter how small. And they will have a taste of graduation, which now they call promotion, for kindergarten, elementary, and middle school. Celebrate them gives them great self-esteem. Looking back at my son's childhood, it was fun seeing him morph through his childhood years. And because of our technology, it's really important for older elementary school kids, preteens, and teenagers. I do recommend rules of giving them electronic detox on their phones, computers, and TV usage. Limit the time on social media, TV, gaming, texting, anything that could limit any interaction with stranger danger that Linda Burke-Herring talked about and Keep Your Children Safe on her episode. Another good episode is when I talk about electronic details and the importance of it. It does affect your health and also will tax your energy on Holistic Self-Love show. And for great activities to get your kiddos connected to nature, watch The Gardening Grandma's Secret with Patrice Porter, who encourages you to explore nature and create a garden with your children. I encourage you to be outdoors, whether it's hiking, skiing, here in Huntington Beach, we do surfing, biking, whatever you want. All these things are connected to nature. And it's a great way where they're not tied to electronics. And so you can watch all these episodes on my show button of my link tree. Now, teenagers need to keep a clean, toxic-free diet, and that's on the next slide, because because they too are going to be switching to a adult version of 90 for life, and they need supplementation based on weight. It helps them grow healthy. Contact me because there's many various options to choose from. And remember, teenagers will be teenagers. And one thing that they may be concerned about is with their skin. A safe product is Stay Clear, and perhaps they have concentration problems or stress with studying. Renew IQ and Smart Sticks are great options. It's important for you to reach out to me because I'll guide you to the best solution in those particular cases. And these are for kids that are in middle school to high school. Now, middle school and possibly high school, and maybe late in elementary school, puberty does kick in. And it's important that you have those talks about sex so they don't get into trouble. These times, they're not certain about themselves and their bodies are changing and they're not used to it, especially girls. Being proactive and talking with them, they're more likely to reach out to you later when they have issues. And transitioning to middle school to high school is exciting. And it's another celebration, so celebrate it. They're taking on more responsibility. They may be stressed. They will experience more independence and they can choose their own classes and possibly what they want to do as a career. Most likely, they might be in a relationship, and maybe even in middle school. And some people are in relationships in elementary school. But high school is a great preparation ground for college. Helping them seek what they want to do in life is important. Let them choose and support them. Keep them in activities that are rich and volunteering with the community. That will open their eyes. And volunteering will help them get into college. Now, your teenagers are probably going to say, I know everything, but they still need guidance. They do lack confidence due to their body image and possibly their skin. Remind them to continue to eat clean, toxic-free diet and take their supplementation of 90 for life. For their skin, it would Stay Clear. And then if they need help with studying, obviously that would be Renew IQ or Smart Sticks. And they're going to be under a lot of social pressure, peer pressure. Guide them to do the right thing, especially when it involves drugs. You don't want them to get involved in drugs. Finally, teenagers do tend to look at themselves harshly. So you want to make sure they don't do that. Enlighten them and make them aware of their best qualities, accomplishments, and have them work on their self-esteem. And the way you can do this is to continue being supportive, assure them, and praise them for everything they're doing. It boosts their confidence. If necessary, you may have to limit social media if they keep on comparing themselves to others. And in my holistic self-care episode, I actually talked about that, about teens and their confidence. Now, your senior is maturing and is becoming a young adult that's going to go to college soon. Encourage them to learn new skills, and it's important for them to take advantage of everything their high school has to offer. My son certainly did. He was accepted to 9 universities and that he applied to. He also got scholarships. Celebrate, cherish, and enjoy all those senior activities, especially graduation. That is the biggest milestone into adulthood. After graduation, you'll begin to release that kid to fly out the nest. And you want to help them prepare that new nest, like you prepare the nursery when they were a baby. It's a whole new world for you and your college-bound student. You're happy for them because they get to live their own life, but your heart aches because your child, who's actually a young adult now, is going to be somewhere else. They are excited. Help them prepare for that new home. In 2021, I did a series of videos preparing college-bound students. Read my blog post, Ready to Create a Healthy Dorm Life, and I know I have a typo there, but that's the name of the post, by selecting my blog button on my link tree, and watch the videos too. I do encourage you to continue to connect with your college students. This will keep your connection with them strong. They still need you. That first year in the dorm, they may have many questions. And my son decided after being in that dorm, he wanted to be in his own place. He is cooking for himself and doing well. But there was times where he got sick and asked me what to do. I gave him advice. Remember, you cannot dictate what your young adult is eating anymore. You got to encourage them to eat healthy and take supplementation, because when they don't eat healthy and take supplementation, it does affect their immunity and they may get ill and not feel well. Point that out in a kind way that they need to learn from themselves. So, Rebel, what did you think of what I said so far?
Wow, my parents were lacking on
My
on
parents were
knowledge.
too. I've learned so much, bringing up my son with everything I had to do, because I had to do a lot of things for him. And I found I really wished my parents let me do activities. Unfortunately, my mom was too busy being a high school teacher and didn't drive me anywhere. So I never had that opportunity. And I wanted to make sure my son had that opportunity.
That's amazing. Do you find that people learn from how they were treated and treat their own children differently?
Yes, they will. I mean, I'm going to be saying some things later, but yes, they're going to handle their kids differently than the parents, especially if they feel that there's something better that they can do for them. I'm just lucky that I had a child that was that needed a lot of assistance, but also he was very intelligent, so and talented. It's one of the reasons why he got a full ride scholarship to several universities. And he's smart.
Do you find that you read to him a lot and this helped him in his journey?
Yes, it did. It helped him. It really helped him. I read to him a lot. I spent a lot of time in that rocking chair. And, he had books. He had everything. He had those interactive books, which I'll get into. I guess I already said it. But my whole point is I was a crafty mom. I was that room mom. So he had crafts. So I decided to be that room mom for him so that he can develop and make sure that everything was in schools, because schools are just completely different than when I grew up, and they're not even more different now after COVID. So
Absolutely. I noticed so much difference, and I don't have children, but the children that I see other people raising, it's like they come home from school and they tell all these horror stories. I'm like, that would never have been put up with when we were in school. Something's wrong here.
yeah, we should still. I don't know how you feel about it. We should still do the Pledge of Allegiance and all this
I
other stuff.
totally believe in that. I
And
don't understand why they took that away. That was something
mm-mm.
that shows, how much we could stand strong as a country together.
It also shows respect.
Absolutely,
Whether
just
it's
to
the
respect
religious
it.
component or not, it shows respect for your country.
That's right.
And
We should appreciate that flag that people fly. People should fly it more often, and we should remember those who served our country and what we can do for our country if we don't serve.
exactly. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing these shows, so that people, realize what they can do. And, you know, the tide kind of changed, but doesn't mean the tide can change back. You know what I mean? And get back to standards. I'm sorry, it is really standards, and have a full life, and not feel like things have changed for the worse, because it doesn't have to be that way. As long as people bring up their kids one thing that I harp on is socialization right now. It's really important to get those kids out with other kids so they can socialize.
Oh
And
my goodness, and when we say socialize, people, we don't mean a group of children in a room texting on cell phones. That's not
no,
socialization.
that's
Please
not
put the electronics
socialization.
down.
No, and that's why it's really important to get out in nature and expose them to other things in nature. Now, Scouting is a great organization, but they've had some tainted things that happened in the past. But it got them out there. It got them to learn how to cook. It got them learn how to have respect. It got them moral compass, pillars of moral compass. And, you know, when they reach certain ranks, whether it's the Girl Scouts, Silver and Gold Award, or whether it's the Eagle Scout or even beyond, and there's something beyond. My son just went for everything. um, it really builds character and makes the child humble, which is really important in life.
That's one thing I wish all children would learn that every job is important and nothing is beneath you or whatever. You should be able to do anything and everything there is out there, whether it's picking up after the dog, whether it's washing dishes, whatever. You should feel that it's a job well done if you do it right.
Yes, volunteer time is so important because whether they're cleaning up trash, cleaning up trails or rebuilding trails, or even if they're feeding the homeless or people that are, in need, it really opens their eyes of what they can do for communities and understand. And the homeless situation is, in my opinion, is out of control.
It is, and it's even worse that we have veterans on the street. People who serve this country should never have to be living on the street.
Yes, true. Very true. It's a sad life right now, but doesn't mean it needs to stay that way. You know, we just got to, keep moving forward and do the best we can, and teach our kids, even young kids right now, what is, meant to do things for the country.
The younger they are and you start instilling these values, the better off they're gonna hold on to them.
Yes. And that's the exact same thing with good nutrition and supplements. The younger they are, they're going to be doing it. But teenagers are teenagers, like I said. And eventually they're going to learn that they need to go back to certain things. So, and it's a learning experience for everybody, adults, their parents and the young adults or teenagers.
Very true, very true. There's teenagers that do know, not that they know more than adults, but they're growing up in a different technology age, so they can, if they are if they are taught respect, maybe they will approach teaching the adults different things so they can get caught up in the race of technology.
Exactly. I've always been tech savvy myself, so I never had that problem. But my whole point is, with technology, you have a double-edged sword, right? You got to keep that stranger danger away. You don't want, kids communicating to you that are strangers, and they get in trouble too. So
Very true, very true. You don't know how old someone is on the other side of that
screen.
text, that screen, or that electronic, so please be careful out there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we can continue on. Now, you're in the stage of what's called the empty nester, and if you're a full-time mom, you have more time on your hands, and you may want to be involved in the community, find a job, or go back to school, whatever suits you. I personally was already on the road of being a certified holistic health coach, and I was doing it before my son graduated. And I personally really love what I do because I can work anywhere, whenever I want. And plus, I work with clients remotely all over the world as long as they can work with me during my time zone. Personally, um, I do love what I do, and so do others. So if we can go to the next screen, we did. Thank you. Are you interested in this? Watch my episode with Becca Dukes. We talk about the Institute of Holistic Health and what it offers you, whether you do it as a business or not. And you can select that show button on my link tree to find out more information. But wellness may not be your passion. So you need to find something that is. So if you need some mindset coaching to help you, I'm here for you. And I purposely built a network of guests that you can reach out to as well. Amanda Slade is a perfect person for you to reach out to. So watch your episode, Manifesting Your Dream Life and Business, and select that show button on my link tree because, possibly fathers may be interested in this too. They probably are career focused in what they're doing, but maybe they want to do something different. So share it with your significant other. And in life, in empty nesters, you want to make sure you take care of yourself. You want to offer, I do revise your health and I offer mindset coaching. And as a certified holistic health coach, I have solutions in mind, body, and soul. And as I said in the past, age is only a number. Don't you want to live your life to the fullest? I say yes. What about you? Whether you say yes or no, contact me on my consultation button. You'll be amazed at what you can do. And you really want to enjoy your life. And remember, your significant other wants to be, you probably want them healthy too. So you want to enjoy retirement together. Check out some ideas on my Holistic Self-Love show on that show button, or contact me on my consultation button on my link tree to ask me questions or talk to me. As a couple, now you have time to spend some couple time. You can communicate more. You can have some date nights. You can do excursions and travel together to your favorite places that you enjoy. I walk with my husband often. We see movies. We travel. And yes, we travel to see my son's concerts. And he actually is doing 2 degrees, aerospace engineering and music performance. There's that smart part of him. And that's what music can do for you. And you'll find that you become closer. Enjoy this couple time. Now, if you for some reason need some relationship coaching, you can reach out to Mike Stewart. He's a great relationship coach. And watch this episode, Conversations Couples Avoid. Don't let your relationship with your significant other fall apart. And if your marriage wasn't good to begin with, well, maybe it's time for a divorce. After you're divorced and you want to find yourself again, Richard Morton is a great divorce coach. Watch his episode, Unconscious Tales for Conscious Transformation. Then, when you're ready for dating, Lisa Morrell is an excellent dating coach. Watch your episode. Get out of your own way for better relationships. And you can watch all these episodes on my show button on my link tree. Now, the kids have graduated from college, whether they got a bachelor's, master's, or PhD, they've graduated. Celebrate! Yay! And they are now in the midst of finding that perfect job. And they probably don't realize it's probably going to be tougher than they think, especially these days. They may reach out to you for some career advice. And most likely, they've been dating as well. So whether it's career advice or relationship advice, if they're close to you, they will contact you. Be a good listening ear. It doesn't hurt to warn them, but they need to learn from their mistakes as well. They'll listen to you. They're adults now, and they'll do the thing that they think is right. So don't get upset with it. You are learning and growing to communicate more efficiently to your young adult, and you need to release judgment. Hopefully, they'll enjoy their life and they make good decisions. Then get excited. They're surprised they are engaged and celebrate it. And whether you know this or not, it does happen and celebrate it. One big problem that parents do is that they mandate the wedding and the reception, what it's going to be like. I advise you don't do that. It's a big day for them, and support it. If they want a wedding that's big, they'll let you invite everyone, and you can go ahead and invite the whole entire world if you want. I would highly recommend that you need to pitch in, because wedding and receptions are very expensive, and that will help them out. The whole point of the wedding is a celebration it's a major celebration for the couple, but it also brings two families together. Okay? Do yourself a favor. Get along with the other family members of the other family. You want your kids to live a happy life. Your kids will do their best to be involved in both families' traditions, holidays, and celebrations. And now, if they ask for advice, do not judge them. They just want to bounce something off of you. They are just adults, and they'll decide what to do. And hopefully, they'll have a wonderful marriage and enjoy their life. And once they get married, they may have some children, and then you become a grandparent. It's a celebration for everyone when the baby is born. It's a circle of life unfolding before your eyes. Spend some time with your adult children and grandbabies. Love the experiences. It's in a whole different light. Yes, you can give them some advice and share your knowledge and experiences. Encourage your children to raise your kids with good nutrition if they're not doing it currently themselves, because prenatally will be a healthier baby, and they'll be healthier throughout their life when they get good nutrition and good quality supplementation, because our foods are not complete. That's why you need supplementation. And give them a helping hand. All this will help your children be better parents. And don't be surprised if they handle things differently. Also remember to set boundaries. There's going to be some times where you need to enjoy your life and enjoy theirs too. So you can't babysit all the time, especially if it takes away from your self-care time. Now, you may be in this stage for a while, but you eventually get to retirement, and I hope you plan for it earlier in your life, that you found a good financial advisor and save some money for retirement. If not, do it now. People never think of end of life, and to prepare for your significant other's passing and other family members. It's important to make sure that you get an estate plan and living trust. You don't want to deal with probate or disagreements with family members. And once you establish all that, you have a worry-free retirement. Then you want to pay attention to your health. That's okay. I was almost there. During your retirement, you can still live a healthy, fulfilling life. If you have health issues, certainly reach out to me. Make sure you have a toxic-free diet and 90 essential nutrients, which is crucial for your health. If you don't have this in place, I'm only an appointment away. Set up that complimentary consultation button on my link tree, because everybody is different. Look at me. I started running half marathons at the age of 51. You don't need to run like me, but I can certainly guide you to you to achieve your goal. And you want to keep your mind busy. I highly recommend that you keep busy with traveling to places that you love and want to go. Get involved in community projects, and maybe start a low-key business. Maybe you're making things and selling it on eBay. Who knows? Whatever you do, you need to keep your mind active. And starting something new will put you in learning mode and will help your mind grow. And, senior life is just a bigger number, and it's not much different than retirement. It's just a bigger number on your birthday cake. If you plan well, enjoy life, make time for family, your golden years will be fantastic. Some people even pick their own retirement home. That's interesting. And I'm here to optimize your health and mindset. And it's really important because seniors are not aware that our foods are depleted of nutrients, 80%. And it's really important to eat good nutrition and utilize the 90 essential nutrients. When they change their diet and they start taking 90 for life, it fuels their body and fills the gaps that our foods leave open. There's many versions of 90 for life, and everybody has different health issues. And once they make the change, they will have more energy and they will be more alert. Uh-oh. And you want to keep the mind active. They could be working on projects. Some people love gardening. Some people like doing wood crafts. And some people like knitting. Whatever you do, just do it. And keep a positive mindset, engage with others, and enjoy your life. If you have any issues, contact me. And for someone who has memory problems or lack of concentration, Renew IQ that worked for those teens will work for you too. It's actually developed for seniors in the first place. And contact me for guidance on my consultation button of my link tree with your questions. With all life stages, your body is constantly changing and morphing. Approximately 50 billion cells die every day. Can you imagine how many die over your lifetime? Tons and tons. So it's important for each life stage to have a toxic-free, clean diet. You need a supplement because those foods are not complete with something like 90 for life. And having a positive, good mindset so that you would be more than striving, but thriving with every changing life stage that you're in. Contact me on my consultation button of my link tree at https://www.debi, D-E-B-I, changes, CHANGES, lives, L-I-V as in Victor ES.com/link tree, LINKTREE, all in lowercase. And at that consultation button, you get to know me, I get to know you, and I guide you to optimal health. And on that same site, you'll see some coaching programs. I have Take Your Body Back, which is that 12-week health and weight release program that includes mindset coaching and making a new version of yourself in an avatar board so you can succeed. Every week we'll be celebrating your wins, and we'll see your gaps, and I'll help you bridge those gaps so that you'll succeed as well. And with YFast, it's that intermittent fasting program that gets your cells and body humming, and it boosts your metabolism with good nutrition and nutrients, and also repairs your cells. Ask me for questions or select a time frame to receive coaching for YFast. Is that something you want to do? Also, I have 2 different body Zyto scans, and I prefer Zyto-Link because I can scan people internationally. I actually sent a Zyto-Link to South Africa recently. Zyto-Link is a transdermal optical imaging app that I sent a link to your phone. And what you'll be doing is scanning your face for 30 seconds. It sees blood flow. And they're looking for components of energetic, functional, and emotional. And it gives you a wellness report, not a diagnosis of biomarkers out of range and products and services that bring them back into range. It's quite an intensive report, and I do review it with you. If you move forward with my services, and I mean my products or programs, I'll give you a $25 discount on products or programs because I already have a discount on my services with a Zyto-Link. You can get a family pack of 5 scans for the price of 4, and you'll be saving $50. People are really amazed what their body will tell them through this scan. So get your Zyto-Link scan now. And now I offer, for a limited time, Debi's Coaching Chats, which is a 30-minute complimentary intimate group setting coaching session that is not recorded. A survey picks a topic: how to make your body more efficiently releasing weight, ways of releasing stress, how to harmonize your hormones to have a healthier body, have a winning mindset, how mindset optimize health and weight release, how to create that new version of you in an avatar board that'll drive you to succeed on your health and weight release transformation. It's on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and you need to be registered for it at https://bit.ly, bit.ly/Debi, and I spell my name with a capital D, and it's D-E-B-I. Then there's a hyphen. Coaching is spelled with a capital C, and it's spelled out, and chat is spelled out with a capital C, and it's spelled out, and it has an S at the end. It's all has no spaces and it's all one phrase. Once you do register for this coaching session, you get to meet me and learn how I coach. See you there. Finally, sign up for my newsletters and learn more about alternative health and upcoming promos and future shows at https://bit.ly/radio and TV show. All is one word, all in lowercase. And I give you a gift of a 30-day health and mindset daily action journal. You can record your gratitudes, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, the food that you ate, the water you drank, the supplementation that you took, and the exercise you've done on a daily basis. You can even track your measurements. Also, you want to review this on a daily, weekly, monthly basis so you can see your wins and celebrate them and see your gaps that you need to work on. If you need help bridging your gap, then you contact me for coaching. This journal is a great health and mindset awareness tool. So, do we have any more time, Rebel, so we can discuss anything?
We have about 4 minutes.
Okay. So, what did you think of the show so far? Obviously, it's wrapping it up, but what did you think?
It is very enlightening how you know things that people need to know. It's also wonderful that you have shows that people can go back to and see and learn and utilize all the knowledge you have. Not to mention, you have the link tree where people can get hold of you and use your services, and you offer amazing stuff.
Yes, I
Wonderful.
do. And I write a lot of blog posts. So if they want to read about why it's important to have vitamins, amino acids, and essential fatty acids, it's there. So they can click on the blog post. And I do a lot of reels too. The show is, it has reels as well. But my whole point is I'm here to educate people so they will, step forward and do something about their health, because no matter what your health is, you can always improve it, whatever your age is. I had an injury that stopped me from running for a couple of years. And I actually, got better, and I actually did another half marathon. So it doesn't really matter what your age is. I kind of blew my podiatrist's mind. He said that I'm on the top 3% of women my age. And he said that, he was so thrilled I was able to do it. And he said, continue to doing it. Some doctors out there are very supportive, and I have a wonderful, wonderful podiatrist. And I can work with doctors too if they want to work with me. So I educate doctors too.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah. So it's something I really enjoy sharing, and I hope people learn and want to take part in it, because even though you may have something going on, there might be a solution that you're not even aware of, because the medical community has their own solution, and I'm an alternative health person that has a different solution. So it doesn't mean that we're combating against each other. It just means that there's something you can do about your diet and supplements, and also mindset, where you're going to bring down that negative energy that you have, so that you can rise above with high emotional energy so you can feel better. So that's what I do. Hello?
It seems like it would be a wonderful journey to be on.
Yes, it is. It is. And this is something that you can learn, and this is something that you can expand your mind with. So, and more people share it, the better off the world will be.
Absolutely. Sounds wonderful.
Okay. Well, I'm going to close off the show now. I'm sure you found this show educational, informative, and enjoy it. You are welcome to reach out to me for my services, products, and programs. And continue to enjoy my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives, on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.